Hey folks, OG's Gunsmithing back here. Today I want to talk about punches. Um, you got different kind of punches. You got roll punches and stuff, and people are like, well, what do you mean by roll punches or regular punches? Well, I'm gonna show you. A roll punch, if you look right here in the end, you say like a little knobby thing. And on a roll punch, you'll see, it's a pin with a slit through it, and if you take a regular punch with no thing and then try to punch it through, it'll flare out or something like that. This right here will keep it kind of straight so it doesn't flare out and bend and distort or anything like that. That's the difference. A roll punch and a regular punch. In gunsmithing, you use all kinds of punches. I mean, all kinds of punches. So, and when you get the roll, it's like the 1/16 or the 332 or something like that, and you punch breaks. What do you do with it? I see a lot of people that I just throw them away. No. You can do so many things with them. And I got a couple broken ones here, as you can see. I mean, they're just broke off. They're jagged. They're people look at them. Well, they don't do anything, so you might as well just throw them away. One is still a good piece of steel. That's one. So you got some tool steel that you can do a lot of things with it. Throw it on a lathe, make another tool, make another pin. You can do a lot of things with them. But I'm the kind of person who won't damage a tool and then do something with it to make another tool. If that tool is worthless. You know what I'm saying? And so I take punches. Now I broke these two punches, and you can see I made one to basically a starter punch. As you can see, I don't know if you can see that from the background. You see what I'm saying? I made it into a starter punch. And this one here, I kind of like maybe a flare out. I can do a flare with a pin, flare it out, anything like that. So, and I got several of them. I got when I make all kinds of punches. On the Remingtons and stuff like that, you'll get it's a rounded thing. It's a rounded piece. If you look at your trigger pins, they get little indents and they're kind of hard to push. You take this, grab it, so it'll slip off and scratch your gun or anything like that. You just take this and push it out. So that kind of helps that. Another thing that happens, if you look at this, oh man, it's kind of hard to see this. I wonder if I can put up a piece of paper. You see that little, it's kind of boogered up there on the end. It starts mushrooming out. It doesn't fit in a hole. Like you get a pin exact punch that goes in. It doesn't fit. It doesn't do anything. So I mean, what do you do? A lot of people, what they'll do is they'll take a file and they'll go like this. Well, now you're making it that's squared. Now you're making it a pin like this. Punch like this. So when you do it, it's just going to flare back out again. And this here is going to go like this, gonna flare back out even more. Also, you're not putting it, now you're putting more pressure on that pin, so when you do crush it and it comes like this, it's gonna get stuck in a hole. So you want to square it off. Just take it over onto a grinder, or you can take a file and file it down smooth, or the grinder, just lay your pin on it just like this, and then you do that. Matter of fact, I'm going to do that here in a minute and I'm going to show you the difference. But these broken ones, you can make starter punches. You can do all kinds of stuff. When you drill, you can just pop it so you make a drill mark. You can do all kinds of these punches that they break. Just don't throw them, don't throw the handles away. Keep them and do something with them. Make them rounded, do all kinds of stuff with them. So don't get rid of the thing. You save a lot of money. You save a lot of money. So if I break another punch or whatever, I'll just replace it with one of these. I grind it down whatever I need to. Now these are extra. That's why I didn't do anything with them yet, because if I need it and say, well, I need a certain punch to do a certain thing, got them. And if I need something longer or something like that, I can throw it on the lathe machine, lathe it down where I want to, reheat it, like that to make it hard, and then springy again to make it a nice hard tool steel. But that's what you can do. Right now, I'm gonna pause this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause it, and then I'm gonna do that. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna even pause. I'm gonna keep going. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go here to this grinder. I'm gonna grind it, put it down, and I'm gonna hit it a couple times. Boom, that's it. And I'm gonna show you. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, you probably heard it over there, you know. So, if you notice what I just did, let me see, got my mug in there. Wow, man, this is getting horrible. I don't know what to do. I'm hoping you can see this. I'm not sure, but you see the white part where I just ground it. Okay, and I made it squared. You know, I made it squared like this instead of like this. You know, you like this, and then you do that, and you know you curve like this. So, you know, you want it squared off so it fits in there, and then you know you continue to do that. And you can grind it down until you know it's down to a nub down here, and then you can do something else with it. You just replace it, whatever. Brass punches are kind of like that. I mean, they flare out because it's a softer metal, so it's going to flare out and booger up and all that stuff. I wonder if I have a. Oh, I do have a brass. I have a brass punch that's boogered up a little bit. You can see that's like all boogered up like that. So I do use my brass punches, and they do get, you know, and they get damaged or whatever like that. You just take them over the grinder, hit it real quick. You know, not a lot, just you know, all that. So you just hit a little bit, just enough to square it off that little boo-boo you did on them. So that way, now I can use this on a gun or whatever like that. So it's still good. And I have no problem in that. So, and that's it. I mean, that's pretty much in a nutshell. Hey, leave a comment or something like that. And let me know what you want to hear, or whatever, to let you know. I'll be making an announcement here shortly. I'm in the works with a guy, an outdoorsman. He's really good outdoorsman, survival outdoorsman and stuff. And he's going to do a podcast. So I'm going to get into that a little bit so we can talk and about gunsmithing and stuff. So remember, gun season's coming up, folks. So get your guns in now. Get them in early so people can fix them and have enough time. Remember, we just don't sit here and do absolutely nothing all day and then, you know, wait for you to come in and say, oh, I want a gun now. So, you know, we were busy all day. So get your guns in now. So it takes a couple of weeks, you know, 2-3 weeks sometimes to get parts in, to make parts and stuff like that, to get your gun working and in top shape for hunting season. Get them in now. If you're a gunsmith like me, I don't make you pay until after, you know, the job is done, and then you come in and you pay, blah blah blah. So so get it in now. That way, you know, you have enough time to save up your money and do that, and get your things done, and happy hunting for you. Don't wait till last minute. Last minute, I had 4 or 5 guys last year come in and say, I need it now. Impossible. I can do that. 1 for parts, 2, you know, to make a part or whatever like that. It's impossible to make overnight. So, you know, they go buy a new gun. Hate to see that. I don't like that at all. I like to see them out there, you know, with their favorite, you know, way of hunting and using that. So, by all means, get your guns in there early and stuff like that. Remember about these punches and stuff. Don't throw them away. Don't waste them or whatever. If you don't want them anymore, send them to me. I'll take them. I'm not bashful about that. I mean, take them. I use them a lot. I break them all the time, and I use them a lot. So I use different punches for different guns. I have a punch in here specifically for gun for a certain gun. Depends on the AK. We all know how tough they are to come out. So I have a specific pin punch for that. It's kind of short, stubby, a little stocky into it. So I have a certain punch that does that. So yeah, each punch, just make up one for each gun or whatever like that you need to. Do I have a lot of punches? I do. I have a lot of punches. And we're going to turn around here real quick just to show you real quick right down here. There you go. And that's just beginning of it. I have more punches. I have more punches in the drawer and stuff like that. So I have punches specifically for guns and for certain firearms that I use. So there you go and have it. God bless you. Take care. If you have any questions with it, please, ask, call, email. You have it on there. There you go. Let me show you again. There you go. I don't know if it's backwards or not, but sorry if it is. But anyway, take care. God bless you and have a fun day.